Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, as most of you know, there's a lot of bad drivers out there. Driving is actually a privilege and not a right, but there's a lot of people that think it is their right to drive, even though they suck at it, and they shouldn't be. So, we're going to be installing dash cams in the next couple of videos so that we can defend against bad drivers. In this video, I'm going to explain which cameras we chose to go with and why, and so let's jump right into it. So in case some of you might ask why I didn't go with the Garmin Mini, I wanted to address that question. So right here in the middle is the Garmin Mini. Right here is the Garmin Dashcam 46. And right here is the Garmin Dashcam 56. So here's some of the differences. First of all, the reason I didn't go with, or I guess there's a couple reasons why I didn't go with the Dashcam Mini. First of all, comparing to the size, it's not that much smaller. Yes, it is a bit smaller, but in reality, it's not that much smaller. Now, the Mini and the Dashcam 46, they are pretty much the same. They have the same resolution, the same functions, or not functions, but they have the same quality. They have the same quality of image. But the Dashcam 46, obviously it has a screen, which means it's easier to adjust the settings in it. The Mini does not have any sort of screen. And the only way to adjust the settings, as far as I know, I haven't looked at the instructions or anything like that, but as far as I know, the only way to adjust the settings is through the app. Whereas with the 46 and even the 56, you can adjust it on the camera since you have a screen. Another thing is when you want to save a video, with the Mini, you push this button right on the back here. That's pretty cool that it's just got a button and it's nice and big, easy to see, easy to get to. But with the 46 and the 56, you have voice control. So you just, I think you say okay Garmin or hey Garmin or something like that and save video. And it actually works really good. I've tried it out and it works pretty good. So the differences between the 46 and the 56 has higher resolution. I believe the 56 is capable of 1440p, but the important thing that I wanted was 1440p at 60 frames per second, whereas the 46 and the Mini are only capable of 1080p at 30 frames a second. So why the 30 frames per second and the 60 frames per second is important: if a vehicle is moving at 40 miles per hour, that means it is moving at 58.6 feet per second. So with it doing 30 frames every second, that means the vehicle, over the course of the difference between 2 frames, it has moved 2 feet. Whereas with 60 frames a second, it has moved 1 foot. And that may not sound like a lot, but when you're trying to use frames and using video to capture things like license plates and important things such as that, or street signs, miles per hour signs, or traffic lights, traffic signals, and stuff like that. When you can get it down to a smaller window, that's going to be better. So that's why I chose to go with the 56 for my truck. The 46 is going into my girlfriend's Maxima, and the Mini is actually going to be returned. Another big reason why we are not using the Mini and we're using the 46 instead is because the Mini has a lot of reviews of it overheating. A big way for it to overheat is when you have it in parking mode and then you go into driving mode. Most people are having a big problem with that, but I've even seen reviews of people having that turned off and it still overheats. We live in Phoenix, which, if you know anything about Phoenix, it gets really hot here. And I didn't want to take the chance of it overheating. More importantly, I'd rather something not catch fire in my vehicle, because that would be even worse than it just overheating and not working. That's why I decided to use the 46 and 56 in our vehicles instead of using the Mini. I would have loved to use the Mini because of the size, but it seems like Garmin has yet to fix those overheating issues, and for that reason, we're not going to use the Mini. That's why we chose to go with those particular cameras. I didn't include the Dashcam 66W in there, but the difference between that one and the 46 and 56 is that the 66W has a 180-degree lens. The 46, the 56, and the Mini all have 140-degree lenses. And based off from the footage that I found, the only difference is you get more of the A-pillars and more of the dash and possibly even the roof of the car in the image. So it doesn't seem like there's a big advantage. Plus it distorts the image more, so it's a little bit harder to read license plates and stuff like that. So that's why I chose to go with the 46 and 56, because I like the viewing angle. And be sure to keep an eye out for the upcoming videos. I'm going to be installing one in my girlfriend's 2018 Maxima, and then I'm also going to be installing a pair in my Tacoma. I'm breaking these videos up so that they don't get too long, and so keep an eye out for the future videos. Catch you on the next one.